A plus-size rapper by the name of Dank Demoss had a very adverse interaction with a Lyft driver on a night where she was trying to hail a ride to a Detroit Lions watch party. Now I'm going to show y'all a snippet of their interaction. Check it out.
Very tired.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL, it's called.
No, I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
Then I'm really sorry.
What's your name?
So as you saw and heard there, he pretty much declined a ride due to her size. And if you had not seen her, she's, a good sized woman. And he cited things like his tires, he was concerned for his tires. And then he asked her to get an XL Lyft. Now, an XL Lyft is a larger vehicle like an SUV or something like that. Could carry more people. And I guess in his interpretation, someone who is a larger size. Now, again, it sounds like he was in a Toyota Corolla or something like that. Now, of course, there's a lot of conversation regarding who was right, who was wrong.
I was shocked. I was like, wow, is this really happening right now?
In Michigan, it is against the law to discriminate based on weight.
Now Blanding is suing the billion-dollar rideshare company for discriminatory practices based on weight. In a statement to CBS News Detroit, Lyft says that they can't comment on litigations, but they did say that they unequivocally condemn all forms of discrimination and believe in a community where everyone is treated with equal respect and mutual kindness. Blanding says that she didn't feel any of that the night of the incident, but she's choosing to focus on the bright side of calling attention to an issue that she thinks people are afraid to talk about.
Just because you bigger or you different, you have a disability, discriminating against anything is wrong.
What's your name?
Now, there are some that's saying that the Lyft driver should have, given her a ride anyway. Then there's a lot of people saying, well, she's kind of a big woman and, why is that his fault? Now, I'm going to try to put some common sense approach to it the best way I can. And I'm not covering this to be funny at all, right? Because everybody ain't going to be no size 2. Then on the other side of that, everyone is not as large as she is. I just kind of want to put that in there. Now, if I were a Lyft driver, listen, I used to be when Lyft and Uber first came out. Yeah, I drove Lyft and Uber. And sometimes I would have people who were of larger size get in my car. Now, admittedly, they were not as big as she is. But yeah, I would sometimes feel my car, the weight of it kind of drop, right? Again, I did my job or whatever. But I'm thinking about this Lyft driver in this situation. That's what he uses for his livelihood, right? So he's probably thinking, wow, I don't want something to happen to my car or whatever the case is. I don't know that anything would have happened, but maybe he's thinking along those lines. And then on the other side, maybe he is just a jerk, right? Maybe he was like, nah, I don't want her in my car. She's kind of big or whatever. All that could be true. But the other side of it is, when do we take personal responsibility for who we are, right? Because if you think about it, I don't know, is there some airlines that are like, yeah, you're going to have to purchase 2 seats because you in essence are going to take up 2 seats. And again, I'm not trying to be mean, but there's a lot of rules and regulations in different places and spaces in regards to people who need accommodations. Now, listen, I don't know if her being able to lose weight is in her control. That's not my business. I don't know, right? I don't even think that's necessarily the conversation. But I think to put your personal situation on someone else and make them the bad guy, I think that's wrong. Now, is there a way he could have said it differently? I don't know. I thought the guy was kind of nice. Maybe he could have. But in that instance, it's like you film the guy and try to make him the bad guy. And now she's got a lawsuit and lawyers. And it sounds like Lyft is cooperating and they apologize to her for that interaction. But I don't know. What do we do here in society with the who's right and who's wrong? Now, I will put myself in her situation. If I was in her shoes and somebody told me that, me personally, I would understand, right? Because my thing is this. Let's say you were trying to get on a roller coaster and they said, ma'am, I'm sorry, this roller coaster ride will not accommodate you. Are you going to get mad at them too? Because we know there's a lot of situations where people who could not rightfully fit in a roller coaster seat, something bad happened to them, right? They fell out and they died. So I think common sense needs to be brought to that. And would she have fit in the back of his car? I guess they probably could have tested that theory. But the man was like, nah, get somebody else to do it. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Who was right? Who was wrong? Is there an in-between? Like, what's going on? So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.